in the first couple games, and he's going to be in the circle for the opening faceoff.
Steve, he's a guy, as you mentioned, he's in there for the opening faceoff, and he's one of the great faceoff men to come out of West Tennessee High School, and he's also a great college faceoff guy. Kevin Alexander obviously looking for some ball control. The key to the game is ground balls and possession, and Todd Animal's a step in the right direction to get that done for Syracuse.
Well, Animal is going to be opposed in the faceoff circle by former Syracuse Orangeman Matt Reiter. Reiter drew first blood last week. He scored the first goal in Rochester's victory in Rochester, and we are underway. Ball loose on the turf, and already some physical play as Syracuse looking for a bit of revenge. Ball down in the corner on the near side, controlled now by the Nighthawks. Long pass upfield. Matt Reiter all alone. The defense, he's got one man to beat toward the crease. Marty O'Neill in there for Syracuse. And now Reiter is stopped by Neil Doddridge and checked into the boards hard.
Steve, good job early on. Rochester made an end-to-end run, and it looked for a minute like they had a fast break, but it ended up being 2-on-2. Syracuse, good job back checking.
The ball on the far side, controlled by Rochester. Number 36, Randy Mearns has it, but there's some very physical play on the near side between some of the Syracuse players and some of the Rochester guys. Now the ball loose in front of the crease. O'Neill tries to scoop it up, but he can't get to it. Hollenbeck for Rochester has it. He passes it behind the cage.
Syracuse got caught in a bit of a line change there, but they're coming up with the ball.
Here come the smash. Ball on the far side. Mike Benedict fires one. It misfires. Benedict looking for the ball. He can't find it. Steve Dietrich, who had such a great game last week in the nets for Rochester again tonight.
Dietrich, one of the great veterans of this league. Well, now the brand new NLL, but the MILL, he was a great veteran goalkeeper.
They saved by Marty O'Neill on a shot by Bobby Fisher.
Here's Pat Donahue.
Donahue takes a shot. Nice save by Dietrich on the lower left-hand corner of the net. Ball bounces off the glass. Back outside to Syracuse. Eddie Fay can't control it, and Rochester comes up with the ball.
Syracuse with some good early pressure, Steve. Already they look to be more aggressive, stepping it up. And again, Rochester's brought the ball up 2 or 3 times, and we don't seem to be getting caught in transition the way I saw Syracuse getting caught down in Baltimore.
Just underway here at the War Memorial. The pass is intended for number 22, Kurt Molosky. Goes to the far side, picked up by the Nighthawks. Shot on goal, fired by number 33, Tim Sudan. And now Eddie Fay with a big hit out at the midfield section.
We got a shot clock violation.
And a shot clock violation against the Nighthawks. Good physical play. Ed Fay had a beautiful goal last week. He laid out across the crease and kind of swept it in with one hand.
Eddie Fay is one of the guys that's only played one of the first 2 games. Syracuse still trying to figure out who their best players are, and Eddie Fay made a statement last week with some real good play.
Badly being dogged on the near side, gives up possession, and here come the Nighthawks dowling upfield, pass to the far side. 12:23 to go in the first quarter, scoreless, as Syracuse hosting its first ever home game. Matt Reiter, a little bit of stick handling, gets the pass across to Randy Mearns. Behind the back pass in front of O'Neill, and a shot and a score by number 34, Dwayne Jacobs. On a beautiful feed, Jacobs draws first blood. 12:09 to go. The Nighthawks take a 1-0 lead.
Real pretty feed on the play by Cam Bomberry. And Cam's a guy who's suiting up for the first time tonight. But I'll tell you what, Steve, I saw Cam Bomberry play at Nazareth College, and he's got that magical Canadian stick of the gates, as we saw there with the beautiful behind-the-back assist.
So the Smash find themselves in a somewhat familiar position, trailing early on 1-0.
Can't afford to get in too much of a hole here. I think Marty O'Neill would love to get his hands on his first save here.
Ryder has the ball out in front of the net. Good pass as he tried to get it inside to Randy Mearns. Mearns had it knocked out of his stick, and here comes the smash. Charlie Lockwood had a hat trick last week. He flips it out to the far side, centering pass now, and a shot by Blackwell, which goes off the stick of Chugger Dietrich, and it is out of play, and the Nighthawks thought they were going to get the ball, but it's going to be Syracuse.
Should be Syracuse. Unlike the field game, with shots in box lacrosse, whoever the shot touches last, the other team's going to get the ball. In field lacrosse, whoever's closest to the ball when it goes out gets the ball. So a little different.
Charlie Lockwood fires a shot which misses on the near side, but just barely. Ball controlled now by the Nighthawks. Number 16, Hollenbeck, fires it to the far side to Corey Bomberry, brother of Cam. Corey with a nice shot, but a nice save by O'Neill. And O'Neill with a long pass upfield goes over everybody. It was intended for Charlie Lockwood, but Dietrich comes up with it, and he gets it back in the hands of the Nighthawks. Rochester with the ball on the near side.
O'Neal with a good save there. Now that's 2 in a row. He should be gaining a little confidence. Unfortunately, turned it over after the last save, not being careful with the ball afterwards.
Very physical defense for Syracuse. Neil Doddridge, and now O'Neal gets beat. And they're going to call this one off?
I think the shooter was in the crease there.
Kurt Malosky, who scored 4 goals last week, put one in. It was a crease violation, so it doesn't count. With 10:55 to go, the tally still Rochester 1-0.
Malosky, as you mentioned, Steve, hit 4 goals last week, along with 2 assists for 6 points. And he's one of those guys from the west coast of Canada. And as we've seen, those guys have some pretty cute sticks in tight around the goal.
And he was the recipient of a tremendous shot by Marty O'Neal during that ball game and leveled him. Syracuse with the ball in front of the crease about 25 feet away from the goal. Syracuse passing it around. Charlie Lockwood trying to work his way around, and he had the stick of Ted Dowling wrapped around his neck, and we've got a whistle.
Looks like Syracuse is going to go up for 2 minutes with a holding penalty there against Dowling. Charlie doing a good job drawing a penalty there at the top of the key.
1-0. Nighthawks on top with 10:31 remaining in the first quarter. Steve Heider, a former Syracuse University All-American and the MVP of the 1988 Final Four. Is that right, 88?
88, my sophomore year, incredibly 10 years ago.
Matt Pallam with me here tonight. Syracuse working the ball around. Hard shot and a score for Syracuse.
Great shot up high. Chris Pratt, right out of, he played at Rutgers University, another guy from British Columbia. That's his 6th goal of the year, and that had some heat on it, and that's a good statement for the first goal in the War Memorial for the Smash.
So mark it down. Chris Pratt blows one past Steve Dietrich's right shoulder pad with 10:21 to go in the first quarter. We are tied at 1.
Seems to be another face-off violation, Steve. As I mentioned down in Baltimore, there don't seem to be a lot of clean face-offs in the game, and I don't know if the players are real clear on the rules or what.
Tied at 1, and as I think back, I don't think during the game that you and I did together, I don't think Syracuse ever held a lead, and I don't think they ever had a lead last week. So the Smash looking to take the lead for the first time in their short history. Tied at 1. Action behind Marty O'Neal in the crease, and he comes up with the ball. Smash on the move. Blackwell upfield now. Here comes Syracuse. Neil Doddridge. Doddridge works it over to the far side. Charlie Lockwood at midfield calling for it. He has got some tremendous moves. Blows past one defender. Another, and he tries to get the pass on the near side to his teammate Warren Blackwell. Blackwell was knocked to the turf, and the pass winds up in Rochester's possession.
Well, Rochester pretty pumped up for a team that's coming off of flying in from New York City last night and coming off a tough game down there.
O'Neal with a tremendous stop from point-blank range. And who was that in the crease? But the man who was crushed last week by O'Neal, Kurt Malosky.
Malosky seems to be pretty popular among the Smash enforcers. He's been on the ground a couple times already.
Charlie Lockwood bounces one into the net. The Smash take a 2-1 lead with 9:18 to go in the first.
Steve, that's what I'm talking about right there with Charlie. He took a little bit of the mustard off the ball. Looked like he placed it. Excellent shot in the bottom corner. In the past, I think he's been winding up, shooting the thing 100 miles an hour, but having a little trouble hitting the cage. That time he might have taken a little bit off of it and threw it right in the bottom corner.
That's Charlie's 4th goal of the season. And for the first time in their brief history, Syracuse on top. A nice place to be, 2-1. And the Smash look pretty fired up. Dale Halliday now on the ball, way outside. He brings it in the far corner. Another score is Syracuse's, was that Katanchik, Todd Katanchik diving across the crease.
Great move from the right side of the goal. He put the stick in his left hand, gives him the best angle, and dived right in front of the crease, right in front of Steve Dietrich, and not much Dietrich could do there. Not a whole lot of defense from Rochester on that play. It
happened quick. Katanchik scores just 16 seconds after Charlie Lockwood finds the net, and it is 3-1 Syracuse. And you're right, Katanchik made a great move from the far side, diving and flicking it past Dietrich.
Syracuse really seems to have some good momentum going for a rare occasion on this young season, but it's important, I think, first quarter in their building, first game in the new building, new team in the old building, but nonetheless, important to get off to a good start.
Some very physical play as Freddie Jenner sent to the turf by a Rochester player. Now the officials heading over to the benches, and I think he's telling them to clean it up a little bit. Rodney Tapp on the field for the Smash.
Boy, I don't know how these guys referee this game. they don't call much, and then all of a sudden they do make a couple funny calls. I got to learn the rules a little better.
The Nighthawks work the ball around on the far side, about 18 feet away from the net. A long shot from way outside, and it's stopped on the bounce by Marty O'Neill.
Marty O'Neill gaining that confidence, and now he made a good outlet pass. Syracuse going to keep the ball. Katanchik bringing it down for the smash.
Todd gets it out to Jamie Batley at the top. Line change for the smash. And Chris Pratt, who scored the first goal for Syracuse here in the War Memorial, has the ball in the near corner. He's trying to work his way around the tough defense of the Nighthawks. A scoop shot low by Benedict, and it misses. Dietrich with the save. Here comes Rochester. 7:47 to go. Smash leading 3-1. It's the first period. Dowling with the ball on the near side. Ted still with the ball in his stick.
Dowling, one of the good offensive threats for this Rochester team. 6 goals and 4 assists on the season. Two goals and 3 assists. He was a big offensive player last time versus Syracuse.
He flips one behind his back shot and misses by Fisher. Another save for O'Neill, and the smash on the move. Pratt bringing it up on the near side. He's out there with Eddie Fay. Works around Fay's pick, passes it to the far side. Trip. No call as Paul Gate gets sent to the turf.
That's what I'm talking about, Steve. I'm not very familiar with what exactly constitutes a penalty in this game. If that wasn't a penalty, I don't know what was. Paul Gate dragged down to the turf.
So we've got a whistle with 6:57 remaining, and Eddie Fay now getting into it with Pat McCready.
Yeah, I don't think the two teams had much time to forget about how much they dislike each other from the other night. I saw a lot of penalty minutes in the column from the box score the other night in Rochester.
Fay and McCready in the penalty box now with 6:57 to go. 2 minutes for roughing for each of them. .654 and counting into the left in the first period, and again Paul Gate has been very quiet after coming up with just 1 goal in Rochester a week ago. He vowed to come out on fire tonight, and it's okay. The team's doing well.
Yeah, I would expect Paulie's going to have an explosion here for a couple goals before too long.
Lockwood working his way behind the net, trying to shake free of the defense. He's on the far side, still has the ball, getting battered with the stick. Charlie Lockwood finds the goal, shakes free of the Rochester defense. Syracuse up 4-1.
Steve, you saw the strength and speed of Lockwood right there. He cut, working from right to left, cut in front of the goal. He had 2 guys on him. And again, once he shook free and was ready to take the shot, he seemed to take a little bit off it, and another well-placed bounce shot off the left hip of Dietrich.
Charlie Lockwood, his second goal. It comes with 6:28 remaining. And we have a timeout for Rochester. So with 6:28 remaining in the first, the smash on top 4-1. We'll take a break.
3214 Erie Boulevard East, Syracuse. The only lacrosse specialty store in Central New York.
Central New York's local news leader. News Radio 570 WSYR.
Nobody. Welcome back to the Onondaga County War Memorial. We have 6:28 remaining in the first period. Syracuse has scored 4 straight goals. Chris Pratt, a couple from Charlie Lockwood, and Todd Katanchik with 1. And the smash on top 4-1. That last one a beauty by the laser, Charlie Lockwood.
The Smash picked a great night to decide, to turn it around. They've decided to come out, play hard, no holds barred on defense. They're really going after people.
And again, we are going to have another penalty. This one is going to be to charge to Rodney Tapp, number 38 for Syracuse, and he joins Ed Fay in the penalty box. So Syracuse has a couple of guys in the penalty box, but they'll play 5 against 4. Yeah, because of the first 2 simultaneous penalties, both teams remain 5-on-5. Now Syracuse has an additional penalty for delay a game, a 2-minute penalty, and it's 5-on-4 for Rochester. The Nighthawks have the ball on their side of the field, off the post. Goalie's best friend. Shot misfires. Here comes Syracuse, a 2-on-1. Centering pass, shot misses by Jenner. A low shot which caromed away, and here come the Nighthawks. A 2-on-1 situation for Rochester. Dowling gets the centering pass and scores on Marty O'Neill, and that was a great team up for Kurt Molosky and Ted Dowling. Ted Dowling bringing the ball down the middle, and the defense had to come play him. Slid the ball over to Kurt Molosky. Molosky drew the defense again. They had the defense on a string, and he shuffled it right back to Dowling for the easy goal. That makes it 4-2. Rochester trailing And in the center circle, Patrick Donahue, former West Genesee High School star. And the faceoff is controlled by the Nighthawks. Doesn't take long for momentum to shift in this game. Centering pass. And the shot by Hollenbeck fires wide to the near side.
I think it's important for the smash to stop the bleeding right here, not to let Rochester get any more momentum. Looks like a loose ball push on the smash. I think Rochester's going to keep the ball. Actually, it might be worse than that. We might be serving penalty time.
Official heading over to the scorer's table to make the call, and it looks like Neil Doddridge on his way to serve some time.
See, this game seems to be called a little tighter than the last couple games that I've seen in this league.
And as Doddridge makes his way over to that crowded penalty box, he has some words with Hollenbeck. The Nighthawks have the ball now on their end. Syracuse defense shot right in the chest of Marty O'Neill. He went down like he was shot by a rifle.
O'Neill, good job with his position there. Did not give much of the net up and took it right on the chest for the team.
Tap on the near side. He's got Paul Gate out there with him.
This Adamo, West Genesee High School product.
Todd with a great individual move to the net, but a good save by Chugger Dietrich. Nice stop with 4:45 remaining. 4-2 smash on top. Dowling, centering pass to Malosky. He misses. Ball caroms high in the air, and it comes down in the stick of Freddie Jenner. Jenner tries to keep his balance. Smash with a 3-on-2 opportunity. Jenner great save by Dietrich as he fires a shot right into his chest.
Good shot, better save. Sergeant Dietrich there got his right arm up in the corner. It was really a well-placed shot.
Dwayne Jacobs, who has already scored a goal on the near side, he's got the ball, gets it right in front of the net to Malosky, and Malosky flicks one past Marty O'Neill, and it's 4-3 as the Nighthawks come up with another.
Dwayne Jacobs, one of the crafty veterans on the Rochester team, the 32-year-old veteran. He went 2-2 the last game when the Rochester beat Syracuse in Rochester, and a great feed in there to Kurt Malosky. And Malosky and Jacobs and Dowling tend to really hook up together, and they're dangerous on offense.
So after 4 straight goals by Syracuse, the Nighthawks come up with a pair in the last minute, 32 seconds, Dowling and Malosky. And now the Nighthawks control the face-off once again on the near side.
Syracuse continuing to have troubles in the face-off circle, just not coming up with a ball either via violations or just getting beat on the face-off.
Pratt fighting for the ball in the corner, but it squirts free, and Rochester comes up with it. Jeremy Hollenbeck, and we've got another whistle.
Looks like Chris Pratt's going to sit down for 2 minutes. They got a regular, well, no, the other penalties have been released, and the penalty boxes were clear for about 10 seconds there, Steve, but looks like they're in use again.
So Syracuse going to have to play a man down for 2 minutes, trailing, or actually leading, 4-3.
It'd be a nice lift for the smash to hold them here, man down, and maybe get one at the other end.
Dowling to Mearns, now over to the far side to Malosky. Malosky gets it back. Back up top to Mearns. Mearns flicks one to Malosky. Centering pass to Dowling. Dowling flicks one at the feet of O'Neill, but he stops it. Here comes Syracuse. Rodney Tapp. Pass intended for Jamie Batley, but it's high, and Chugger Dietrich pulls it down off the boards.
Tapp being a little careless with the ball. When you're man down and you get possession of that ball, you really have to value that. And Tapp might have forced one there. And now Rochester's right back in the Syracuse zone with 1.5 minutes left in their penalty opportunity.
Mearns way up top. He's got it. He passes it to Malosky on the far side, and nice save by Marty O'Neill. He's been tested many times already here in the first period. 3:05 remaining in the first. 4-3 smash on top.
O'Neill continues to make all the saves that he should make. The goals he's given up have been real tough shots right on the doorstep.
Turf apparently slippery as Charlie Lockwood hits the deck, and Syracuse coughs up possession. A minute left in the penalty to Pratt.
Both teams getting fresh legs on the field. Still 5-on-4 Rochester.
Nighthawks pass the ball around, looking up at the clock, see how much time they've got left. Jacobs gets it up top. Jacobs gets it back. He goes past Marty O'Neill and flicks one under his stick, and it's a score, 4-4.
Dwayne Jacobs, great move, moving in from the left wing, and from the right wing, and having the stick in his left hand, and just a real smooth move. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, and he's got some pretty good footwork for a guy that size.
And three straight goals now for Rochester, ties the score at 4-4.
Real important for the Smash to come up with a face-off here. Let's see if Pat Donahue can do it.
He's in there with Tim Sudan. The ball squirts free, and Sudan's going to pick it up, but he loses control. It winds up in the stick of Dowling. Dowling gets it on the near side. Now back up top to McCready.
Rochester coming up with most of the key ground balls.
McCready uses a pick and gets a shot off, but O'Neill is there to stop it. Nighthawks come up with the rebound. McCready again way up top.
Milosky again all over that ground ball. I bet you he has 10 ground balls already in the first quarter.
Shot on goal, misses to the far side by Bob Fisher. Fisher will get another shot off, and this one caroms off the boards all the way out to midfield, where McCready has it.
Multiple opportunities in the offensive end for Rochester. Every time they take a shot, even after a save or just missing the goal, they've been getting the ball back. Finally, now the Smash come up with the ball.
McCready feeds Milosky. Milosky shot misfires high and wide. Here comes a Smash. 4-4. Pass way up top to Eddie Fay. Fay looking around, looking for somebody to get it to, looking for a seam. Shot at Dietrich, and he makes a stop with his stick.
Nice opportunity there for Mike Benedict in the slot about 8 yards out or so. Put it low and away where the Smash shooters have had some luck against Dietrich. Dietrich there with a big save.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Smash Lacrosse on News Radio 570 WSYR.
We are News Radio, Central New York's news and weather station. News Radio 570 WSYR, Syracuse.
Pratt works his way behind the crease, comes all the way around. He fires a shot, but Dietrich is there to stop it. Pratt was untouched.
Real nice move there by Pratt. A big opportunity for the Smash to get a go-ahead goal, and Dietrich came up huge.
Down to 33 seconds in the first period. We are tied at 4. Rochester has the ball now on their side of the field.
The momentum seems to have leveled out here in the last 25 seconds of the first quarter.
Tight, stifling defense by Syracuse, but we have a whistle.
Funny there, Steve, the official furthest away from the play, making the call down by the crease when there are 2 other referees down there looking right at the play.
And keep in mind that these teams went at it last week, a very convincing Rochester victory. These players cannot walk past one another on the field without a bump or an elbow or a stick or something. So I expect something's going to break out before this ball game's over.
There's a lot of emotion in this very young throughway rivalry.
15 seconds remaining. Rochester has the ball, and it is blown right past Marty O'Neill. That goal belongs to number 72, Corey Bomberry.
You can't let Corey Bomberry walk in and have Marty O'Neill at his mercy. Here we got a little fisticuffs maybe after the referees are breaking it up. But again, Corey Bomberry, he's got a great hard left-handed shot. He went 2-4, 2 goals, 4 assists in the last meeting against Syracuse, so he's obviously a big part of the Rochester offense.
Well, after Syracuse scored 4 straight goals to take a 4-1 lead, the Nighthawks have answered with 4 straight of their own to reclaim that advantage. 5-4 with 12 seconds remaining in the first. Rodney Tapp ready to take the face-off for Syracuse, and we've got a violation against Rochester.
There's one way for the Smash to win a face-off. Finally, a violation against the other team, and the Smash comes out and gets a good opportunity. But again, another big save by Dietrich. But it looks like the Smash is going to get the ball back. I think we had a loose ball pushed from behind.
Tapp came in on the near side untouched, and they had stopped the clock at 7 seconds. While we looked away from the clock, they continued to run, and let's see, is that the end of the first quarter? Will they put 7 seconds back on the clock? 6 seconds. 6 seconds put back on the clock, and Syracuse will get one more opportunity. Tapp with the ball way outside, tries to get the ball inside, and it fires off the pads of Mearns, and that is the end of the first quarter. As Rochester and Syracuse really battled hard, the momentum belonged to the Smash early on. As
tells the whole story. But the encouraging thing was Smash was not getting beat back on defense. No 3-on-2, 2-on-1 like we've seen the last couple weeks. They seem to be a little more physical. So I think, again, it's just who's getting hot hitting that net.
And the streak continues in the last 5 quarters. Just 1 goal for Paul Gate. So he is yet to get on track here tonight.
Yeah, I really expect big things out of Paul, and 3 quarters left. Let's see what he can do.
Opening face-off, Todd Ottermole in the circle, and of course, another whistle.
Violation. Again, this violation working against the smash Rochester ball.
So they switch sides as they change quarters, and the Rochester Nighthawks moving now to our left. Their white jerseys with black and blue trim, and a shot fired by Mearns, stopped by O'Neill.
Former SU player Matt Ryder with a great look over there to Randy Mearns, right on the doorstep. Big save by O'Neill.
In the far corner, there's a whistle, and again, Doddridge getting into it with Rochester's Dan Teat.
I'll tell you, lacrosse prides itself on the camaraderie and how we're all one big family. It'll be interesting to see after the game if the players are able to pack these feelings away and have the typically fun social evenings that they're used to.
Matt Ryder has it now on the near side with 14:06 remaining in the second. 5-4 Nighthawks on top. Nighthawks trying to work it around. Ball shaken free, and it's on the turf, but it is picked up by Jacobs.
Todd Ottermole and Paul Gate working hard on defense, forcing an outside shot from Jeremy Hollenbeck. I think if the Smash give up that shot all night long, I think good things will happen for him. A nice outside shot, easy one for O'Neill to save.
Clock continues to tick, and the Nighthawks have the ball, but Paul Gate picks it up. Here comes Paul on the near side, being trailed by a couple of Nighthawks. He's got Charlie Lockwood on his right. He fires a shot which is wide to the far side. Eddie Fay comes up with a long rebound. He is sent to the turf. Paul Gate on the near side. Gate misses on the far side.
Great play by Eddie Fay, just being able to get the ball over to Paul Gate, diving on the ground, a one-handed pass.
Fay's pass from behind the crease intended for Gate, but mishandled. Mike Benedict comes up with it. He drops it off to Fay. Fay tries to make the pass to Ottermole. And here comes Ottermole. He lays out and misses, and that's a crease violation.
Ottermole, a real gutsy, tough player right there, showing you. I think he did that more or less just to get the team pumped up and to get the people into it a little bit, taking a dive from behind the cage and you know, creating a nice mess right there in the crease.
So now the Nighthawks back in control of the ball with the 5-4 lead. On the far side, the Nighthawks have it. Coming all the way around with a behind-the-back shot is Dowling. He misses.
Teddy Dowling kind of took a behind-the-back shot there after his teammates did a nice job setting picks for him. He swept all the way across the front of the cage and came completely clean on the left side and seemed to maybe take a lesser shot with the behind-the-back shot. Syracuse going to be man down again. Looks like Chris Pratt heading to the box for 2 minutes.
Syracuse spending 2 minutes.
Forcible contact from the rear.
That doesn't sound like it's fun to receive, so I guess Chris Pratt's going to do 2 minutes.
It comes with 12:34 remaining in the second. Nighthawks working it around up top now. Bomberry, pass inside, and Rochester scores. That was number 5, Matt Ryder.
Corey Bomberry, an experienced box player. He was quarterback in the play from up top. Found Matty Ryder on the crease. And Ryder, the Syracuse fans have seen him do it a lot with his acrobatic dives around the goal circle. There was another one of them, and he found the net. Not O'Neill's fault. The Smash need to pick up those players down on the crease.
Smash trailing by a pair now, 6-4. We've got 12:25 to go in the second. The tapper, Rodney Tappett, center circle. He can't get the face-off. Bomberry winds up with it. Pass to Hollenbeck, who has his shot kicked and deflected to the far, to the near side, rather, by Marty O'Neill. Here comes the smash. Del Halliday up the middle. He's got Katanchik on his right. He takes it himself. Dietrich there to make the stop.
Big save by Dietrich. There was a chance for Syracuse to pull within one and really keep, as I would say, stop the bleeding here. Rochester, if they get another one, we could be in a little trouble tonight.
Tim Sudan up top works his way through the Syracuse defense, and getting the shot off is Malowski, and stopped by O'Neill.
Not one of Malowski's better efforts. He seemed to get a little bit handcuffed. The ball was fed to him right in on his stomach, and tough ball to handle in there for Malowski.
Syracuse with the combination of Paul Gate, Charlie Lockwood out there along with Neil Doddridge. Warren Blackwell. Gate has the ball knocked out of his stick, and good job by Syracuse as Charlie Lockwood to save that possession. He got the ball down on the near side to Doddridge, but we have a 30-second violation. Good play by Chucky.
Shot clock violation. Paul Gate getting stripped in front of the goal. Again, Paulie's having a little trouble hitting stride the last couple of weeks, and still a lot of game left, though.
And we've got a whistle. The ball heading back the Syracuse way.
Moving pick called on Rochester. Syracuse ball.
Here comes a smash pass to the near side. Shot off the chest of Dietrich.
Doddridge with a real nice bounce shot over there. He found Chris Pratt on a wing. Pratt threw a bullet, but Dietrich with another big save.
Pratt giving it to Reggie Thorpe. Now Pratt knocks down number 15.
Pratt's all over the field, Steve.
Sending Dan Teat to the turf.
I think Kevin Alexander has to be pleased, or more pleased than he's been in the last couple of weeks with the team's effort. They're playing scrappy D. They're getting back on defense. They're getting better opportunities on the other end, on the offensive end.
Shot by Teat off the post on the near side. Bounces Syracuse's way. Here come the smash. Ottermole gets the ball. Now Eddie Fay has it in the far corner.
Seems the new injections to the team. Ottermole, Fay, Donahue. These guys seem to be kind of raising the level of intensity out there for the rest of the guys.
Pepper trying to track it down. He is crushed from behind by Matt Ryder. And we've got a whistle. That's going to be a penalty on Ryder.
Ryder giving referee Steve Miller the old what me type of look. He's going to do 2 minutes for pretty good body check from behind in the corner.
The Ryder heading off to the penalty box was going to take the ball with him before one of the officials said, hey, we need that if we want to keep going. 6-4, Nighthawks on top. We've got just under 10 minutes, 9:54 remaining in the second period.
Steve, I think a real big opportunity for Syracuse. We see Paul Gate with the ball. Man-up opportunity. Syracuse really, really could use a goal here.
And they squander their first trip downfield. They throw it away, and the Nighthawks come up with it.
Kevin Alexander can't be happy with that effort, but Rochester not real smart with the ball, and Marty O'Neill now has it for the smash, and Syracuse comes back 5-on-4 with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the penalty.
A little bit of token pressure by Syracuse forced that turnover. Now Mike Benedict has it on the near side. He's taking his time.
The crowd here getting behind the smash, trying to encourage them to find the net.
Pass to Gate. Now the ball way outside. Halliday fires a beauty, but it goes off the stick of Dietrich. Syracuse gets it back. Lockwood way outside. Beautiful pass by Charlie Lockwood. And the smash come up with a goal. And that belongs to Del Halliday, number 33, on a great feed at 9-11 from Charlie Lockwood.
Steve, every week the laser, Charlie Lockwood, he's getting a little more comfortable with the box game. He was Rookie of the Year last year. He's been a great field player for probably 10 years now. He's going to represent Team USA down in Baltimore, but he's really starting to get a knack for this indoor game with a great diagonal from upper left to bottom right feed.
Charlie Lockwood to Del Halliday. It is 6-5 now. The Nighthawks still on top, but the lead has been cut to 1. Rochester trying to get something going on their side of the field. And the ball is knocked out of the stick of Teat. Sudan gets it up, though, for the Nighthawks. He is working on the near side. He's being hounded by Todd Outermall. And we've got a whistle.
Timmy Sudan for Rochester, number 33 there. He was a kid that played at UMass the whole time I was at Syracuse. We're the same age. And what a great midfielder he was in the college game. And he represented Team USA in the last World Games that were in Manchester, England.
Paul Gate bounces one in past Dietrich. And with 8:26 remaining in the second, we are tied at 6.
Well, Steve, the drought is over. We've all been waiting for it. Paul Gate finds the net. Hopefully this is going to get him going, and maybe he can fill it up for 4 or 5 more.
You were talking about Sudan playing at the University of Massachusetts, my alma mater, and I'll tell you, one of the great lacrosse coaches of all time worked there for many, many years, Dick Garber.
Absolutely.
And just like that, the opening face-off, Rodney Tapp controls it, brings it in on the far side, and blows it past Dietrich. 8-14, smash on top, 7-6.
We've seen other teams do this to Syracuse, catch fire and put 2 or 3 in a row against the smash. Now the smash gets their first taste of really building getting a snowball type of momentum going, and Tapp gets one probably 5 seconds right off the face-off.
3 straight goals for Syracuse in the last 57 seconds.
Syracuse again getting the ball off the face-off. A goal here would put the smash up by 2 and really get some good momentum going.
3 goals in under a minute for the smash. They take a 7-6 lead. The Nighthawks have the ball back. The shot fired by Jacobs, and it's
nice
high.
pick up there by O'Neill. As you notice, Rochester only got one shot off with that possession. O'Neal was able to grab it off the boards. That's an important play for the goalie to make to get possession of the ball.
Mike Benedict fires one low, but Dietrich's there to make the stop. Centering pass way outside to Pratt. Pratt gets it now on the far side. Coming toward the middle with a high shot is Jamie Batley. Misses, and the battle is on for the ball. The Nighthawks come up with it. And we've got a whistle, as the Nighthawks were about to try to make something happen.
I think they might have had too many men on. Referees heading over to the penalty area like somebody's going to serve some time. Trying to get a read here. I think Rochester got caught in a sloppy line change, and they're being charged with a delay of game. Too many men on the field. So 2-minute penalty. Yet to see who that's going to be served by.
From Lacrosse Training Facility and have your equipment adjusted by the pros.
Gate Brothers Lacrosse. 3214 Erie Boulevard East, Syracuse.
The only lacrosse specialty store in Central New York.
Listen to Dr. Laura mornings at 9 a.m. on News Radio 570 WSYR.
We're back at the Onondaga County War Memorial. Play just back underway, and Paul Gate has the ball way outside. Pass to Benedict. Benedict with a little move, and he can't get the ball to go into the net, but Syracuse comes up with a rebound off the boards. Paul Gate behind the back to Benedict again. Benedict bounces one, which goes high, and the Nighthawks will get the ball.
Syracuse with some good offensive pressure. They're just not quite able to find the goal.
Smash playing a man up. A 5-to-4 man advantage. Of course, both teams with goalkeepers. 7-6, Syracuse on top. Nighthawks taking their time.
Well, the smash, I think, would have to be a little more urgent at this point. Rochester's hanging on to the ball, 4-on-5.
Sudan gets a shot off, stopped by O'Neal. Here comes Paul Gate. He's got a 2-on-2. Gate in a hurry. He's got to fire that ball, and it winds up in the pads of Dietrich.
A little bit of a strange play there. Rochester was 4-on-5, and Tim Sudan took a shot that probably Coach Paul Day is not incredibly happy about. He could have held on to the ball and killed the penalty.
Now the Nighthawks throw the ball away.
That's going to be over and back.
.42 seconds remaining on the penalty. Syracuse with a man advantage.
Plenty of time for the smash to get some good shots off. 39 seconds left in the man-up penalty, and that's more than enough time to score one.
And one of the advertising signs on the boards, the dasher boards, come down. The officials replace it, and it reminds me to tell you that today's broadcast on 570 WSYR is brought to you by Supercuts, the official hair cutter of the Smash, Gate Brothers Lacrosse, Central New York's only lacrosse specialty store, and by Payne Weber. Invest with more intelligence. Smash with the ball. Pratt has it on the far side. Gets it out in the middle to Gate. Gate behind the back to Benedict. Benedict flings one. It winds up in the armpit of Dietrich.
Mike Benedict with a left-handed rocket there. Dietrich up to the challenge. He's an awful tough goalie.
Makes a bad pass, but able to track it down is Dowling for the Nighthawks. But Dowling's pass intended for Teat goes wide, and there's a scramble for the ball. Nobody wants to seem to pick it up. Marty O'Neal finally gets it, and he tries to make a casual pass to Eddie Fay, and he throws it away. Coming up with it is Pat McCready.
O'Neal with a sloppy play, not indicative of a veteran that he is.
No, let's see if it ends up costing him.
Mr. O'Neal, to you, buddy.
And we've got a whistle as O'Neal faces a couple of pretty good shots from Rochester.
Well, O'Neal bailed himself out of his own mistake, so I guess that equals out.
Centering bounce pass to Halliday, and he can't find the net. He misses on the far side.
Syracuse doing a much better job coming up with a ground ball. Charlie Lockwood now controls it for the smash up top.
I would have loved to have seen Charlie as a football player. He would have been a real good running back or defensive back. Oh, it hits the crossbar. Paul Gate's shot misses. Lockwood tries to come up with a rebound. Can't get to it. And now Jamie Batley comes out to try to help. Marty O'Neal way outside the crease. He gets back in a position. Ball knocked out of the stick of Rochester by Batley.
Good job by O'Neal coming out of the cage and buying himself enough time to help his defense get back in the hole, and then they didn't have Rochester was not able to convert on a play that looked like they had an advantage.
Some bodies on the turf as they untangle. 7-6, Syracuse on top. 3 straight goals for the Smash by Halliday, Gate, and Rodney Tapp.
Syracuse penalty number 27, Greg Pepper, 2 minutes, the illegal check.
Well, Greg Pepper's going off for 2 minutes for an illegal check for the Smash. The Smash can't afford to be man down all night. This Rochester offense is too high-powered, and you can't give them these kind of opportunities.
Smash playing some defense, but not enough as Rochester scores from the far side. That is going to belong to Dwayne Jacobs.
Dwayne Jacobs having a big night here for Rochester. He had a good night the other night when Rochester beat Syracuse. He was 2-2 that night. He had 10 points coming into the game, and I believe that's his second goal. And
third goal of the night.
Third goal
Dwayne Jacobs. He scored their first one. He scored their second to last one in the first rather. And now here with 3:54 remaining in the second, he ties it at 7. Donahue in the circle for the Smash. The ball again. Spurts free. Dance gets the ball. Middle. Here comes Rochester, and a shot by Corey Bomberry. Stopped by Marty O'Neill, but the rebound belongs to Rochester.
Rochester almost struck only seconds after the faceoff after coming off of another Rochester goal, but O'Neill made a big save there to stop the bleeding.
Oh, boy, and another goal for Rochester. That goal was scored by Kevin Dance on a terrific assist from Cam Bomberry, the brother of Corey. And with 3:22 to go, the Nighthawks take an 8-7 lead.
Kevin Dance with a nice shot. That's his first goal of the year to go with 3 assists on the year. And more of a feeder coming into the game. But he got the opportunity in front of the goal and slid it by Marty O'Neill.
So the lead changes hands again. And Rodney Tapp, who has scored tonight, trying to get control of that faceoff. Still nobody with it. A couple of sticks on the field.
Jenner doing a good job getting a ground ball for the Syracuse Smash.
Shot. Nice save by Dietrich, and Halliday tries to get to it. He has the stick ripped out of his hands by Reggie Thorpe. And Thorpe, a very aggressive physical defender, as you well know.
Yeah, Reggie's a tough guy from way back at Syracuse. He's hurt a lot of people in his day, and it looks like he hasn't given it up.
Smash shot misfires high. Fisher with Tap to beat. Fisher, kick save by O'Neill.
Big save by O'Neill there to keep the margin at 1.
And now with the ball way outside is Kurt Molosky for the Nighthawks. He's working his way through the defense on the near side. Pass is stolen away by the Smash. That's Todd Katanchik, and we've got another whistle. The Smash very much in this one, playing pretty well, but it's been a game of streaks. Consecutive goals for each team.
Fred Jenner is going off the field for 2 minutes.
Fred Jenner, 2 minutes for
The Smash has to kill another penalty. They've done well so far tonight in that regard, but
you can only go to the well so many times. The man-down defense has been tough all night long, and it looks like a great opportunity here for Syracuse.
Here comes Doddridge. A 1-on-2, and he has scored a shorthanded goal. Neil Doddridge beats a pair of Rochester defenders down the field and blows one past the left shoulder of Chugger Dietrich.
That play right there kind of dictates, or is a great example of how crazy the play can be in the NLL. Rochester, man up, take a big shot. They miss the cage. It hits the boards. It goes all the way over the offense's head. And Doddridge there to pick up the loose ball, came down all the...
Long-term financial goals. For more information and a free consultation, call Charlie Lockwood, investment executive at Payne Weber's Syracuse office at 473-7145. That number again, 473-7145. Payne Weber, invest with more intelligence. Member SIPC.
Listen to Rush Limbaugh weekdays at noon on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Play back in with 1:49 remaining in the second. We are tied at 8 after a beautiful goal by Neil Doddridge. And now Syracuse still playing a man down. That was a shorthanded goal by Doddridge, incidentally.
Yeah, and unfortunately the goal doesn't release the penalty, so now Rochester, big save.
Marty O'Neill gets his forearm on it.
As I was saying, the great shorthanded goal, but now Syracuse still has to turn around and play man-down defense for another minute here.
So Rochester working it around the cage. On the near side now, it's Molosky. Molosky with the centering pass. Dowling shot stopped by O'Neill. And Dowling tries to make his way through the crease, and He gets leveled by Marty O'Neill. O'Neill served notice last week he wasn't going to take any garbage from anybody.
Marty, yeah, he's been really making some statements these last couple of games coming out of his protective crease and decking people.
Veteran, too. He's been around a long time, one of the elder statesmen on this team. Bomberry gets it now to the far side, centering pass. Dowling can't handle it. He is smacked from behind. Here comes Syracuse. And Rodney Tapp gets the ball back to O'Neill, and now Rodney gets it back. Here comes Tapp. He's being hounded, loses control, but gets the ball back. He's on his way. Rodney Tapp doing a great job. He gets it outside to Batley. Jamie Batley on the near side.
I think it'd be a great momentum builder. 20 seconds left here in the half. The Smash could go into the halftime with a 1-goal lead. Boy, I think they could really come out confident in the third period.
4 seconds left on the penalty to Jenner. And now the penalty's over. Freddie Jenner out of the box. It looked like they were waiting for the end of the penalty, and then all of a sudden, with about 2 seconds left, kind of a weak shot.
Yeah, not sure what that whistle, that whole sequence was all about. We had a weak shot. Rochester came over the ball. The whistle sounded. I'm not sure what the whistle was for.
Been an exciting first half. 8-8 is our score. We have 13 seconds remaining in the second.
Well, let me clear this up for the people. Corey Bomberry, it appears, has picked up a 2-minute penalty. So what happened was Marty O'Neill headed for the bench to give Syracuse an extra attacker like you do in hockey. So as soon as Rochester touched the ball on defense, play was blown dead because Syracuse was going to get the ball. But here we go, over and back. But Rochester's going to pick it up and come in 2-on-1.
Pass intended for Gade. We got 2 seconds. 1 second left, and that's the end of the second.
Huge.
Marty O'Neill tested again.
Huge.
As the buzzer sounds.
Boy, if Rochester would have picked up a shorthanded goal there against O'Neill to go in 9, we're thinking of, Syracuse is thinking of going into the halftime with a 1-goal advantage. Almost a complete turnaround, just as Rochester had the man-up opportunity when, who was that scored the shorthanded goal for Syracuse?
Neil Doddridge.
Neil Doddridge. Almost a real similar type of play where Syracuse was man up and Rochester almost came in and capitalized.
So at halftime, we are tied at 8 apiece. When the third quarter gets underway,
There's one incredible tryout session. Just to get a tryout is a great honor, but to make the final roster, and they take a real small roster, like 22 guys, Charlie is just a horse. He gets tougher as the game, like a Dorsey Levens kind of guy. As the game goes, he gets tougher, and they love that in the international game.
And also representing the United States on this team is another guy who obviously Syracuse fans will be familiar with, still in college, Casey Powell. And what a player he is.
Casey Powell, my nickname for him is the living legend. He's just done some incredible things. He grew up watching the Gate brothers, and he's come down to Syracuse from Carthage trying to duplicate what the Gates did. And incredibly enough, he and his brother are putting up pretty good competition and pretty good numbers in comparison to what the Gates did.
8-8 our score at halftime is... We still have about 3 minutes or so left in tonight's intermission. And again, Marty O'Neill has been tested quite a bit, and he's been up to the task. He's one of the top goalies in this National Lacrosse League.
I think tonight we have a chance to look at 2 of the top goalies in the league. Steve Dietrich for Rochester, Marty O'Neill for Syracuse. Again, the score 8-8. What that score is telling me is both goalies are making a lot of good saves, and there's a lot of good offensive firepower on both teams. I would imagine both guys' save percentages have got to be in the 65% range for the first half, which is good numbers for indoor lacrosse.
Some of the fans out on the field getting a chance to compete in some contests. I'm not sure I quite grasp what they're trying to do, shoot at an open net, but it looks like they're having some fun.
Doesn't look like the toughest shot or the toughest contest in the world, but you got to start somewhere. It's a brand new game here in the War Memorial, so got to make it easy.
They got brand new Smash jerseys. I wouldn't mind getting one of those myself.
I know. You'd think we'd get a little action up here, wouldn't you?
And all our action, I think, will be confined to the field. Why don't we take a final time out of this halftime? We'll come back, and we'll be just about ready for the opening face-off in the third quarter. It's 8-8 at intermission. You're listening to Smash Lacrosse on News Radio 570 WSYR.
News news as it happens. Only on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Emergency crews are mulling over the possibility of evacuating North Country residents to Syracuse.
Emergency crews have been practicing a large-scale evacuation.
It is quite an expensive project. We have over 100 people on our
The
team.
News Watch never stops with Central New York's only 24-hour news
More
department.
than 100,000 northern New Yorkers seek alternative sources of power today.
Cynthia Fearon needed to refill her car just to keep warm.
Get out in the car every hour or so and stay warm, and I want to keep it full.
When you need to know, we have what you need.
As crews work like crazy to clear tree limbs from roads and reattach power lines, Governor George Pataki got another first-hand look at the storm devastation.
This is an emergency of enormous magnitude, and it's not by any means behind us.
For a family who's cut off from their home because it's freezing cold and unsafe or unhealthy to be there, this is a disaster of any proportion.
The weather changes often in Central New York. To keep up with it, keep your radio tuned to the News and Weather Station. News Radio 570 WSYR.
I know a place.
America's a big country. Big.
Ain't nobody crying.
We like our skies big and our mountains extra large.
Ain't nobody worried.
Americans may not have invented the concept of jumbo portions, but we sure as heck perfected it.
I'll take you there.
We love to spread out, which is why we made the new Chevy Malibu so big.
Oh!
It has more room for 5 than Camry, Accord, or Altima. It has more headroom than Taurus or Infiniti Q45. It even has a bigger trunk than Taurus.
Come on.
In fact, the only thing you could call lean about the new Malibu is the price. Just $15,995 MSRP, including destination charge, dealer prep, and a load of standard equipment. Tax, license, and optional equipment additional. So stretch out. It's the car you knew America could build.
Oh, let me take you there.
The brand spanking new Chevy Malibu.
Boston College thumped Marquette 64-54, and in the first, St. Bonaventure with a 9-point lead over Rhode Island. The score there 36-27, still in the first half. And at the Senior Bowl today, South crushed North 31-8. St. Anselm's today, a win at home against Lemoyne. The final there was 71-55, so a tough day for the Dolphins. They dropped one by 16, and we are underway. Third quarter, 8-8 our score, and the Nighthawks and the smash out on the field, and the Syracuse Smash has the opening face-off.
Real big ground ball for Syracuse there. As I said, they came out man up, but still they had to start the second half off with a face-off. Syracuse hasn't had real good luck with a face-off. Rochester's been coming up with a lot of them. Syracuse got a big one there.
Ballgate gets the ball over to Pratt. Pratt shot misses, and one of the Nighthawk players, McCready, overruns the ball. He loses his stick, and Syracuse comes up with it, so Smash has the ball.
Fortunately for Syracuse, it looked like there was about to be an over and back violation, but McCready for Rochester decided to play the ball right near the midfield line, mishandled it, and the ball goes back to Syracuse.
Gate gets a centering pass, finds the net. Paul Gate. Score for Syracuse.
Paulie with his second goal on the night. His legs look pretty fresh right there coming out early in the third quarter. Cut right down the middle of the field, received the pass, and sipped a good low hard shot past Dietrich.
Nothing elaborate, but he did take that, did get a nice feed, and boom.
Again, he looked fresh coming out for the second half. His legs looked good. He made a nice cut right down the middle of the field.
So Ballgate puts Syracuse on top. Less than a minute into this third period, it's 9-8. The Smash on top, and the face-off, as you would expect, and we've come to expect a whistle. Sudan will get it for Rochester, and he brings it upfield. Comes free on a pick. Bounces a poor shot in front of Marty O'Neill.
They're going to say that it went off a Syracuse stick there. Number 34 for the Smash. That's Warren Blackwell, the enforcer. The Smash's enforcer got a piece of Sudan's shot, and Rochester will keep the ball.
13:45 in the third. Smash on top, 9-8. Ballgate with his second goal of the night. Dowling has it on the near side. He gets the ball in front of the crease. Can't hang on to it. Here comes Syracuse. Charlie Lockwood running fast. He is something. He loses the ball, gets it over to Fay. Fay's shot no good. But Charlie Lockwood could outrun just about anybody. Ballgate now.
Paul Gates seemed to have his left hand ripped literally right off of his stick and no call made.
Blackwell makes the pass. Gates shot misfires. He gets sent to the turf. He is slow in getting up, and we've got a whistle.
Boy, Paul really took a tough shot to the head right there in front of the cage. Went down holding his head. I think Paulie was expecting that he'd been around this league long enough to get a call in there, kind of a la Michael Jordan. I think he was looking for a whistle.
The all-time leader in goals scored in the Old Mill Major Indoor Lacrosse League. And 2 minutes for roughing now.
I guess he did get that whistle he was looking for as Teddy Dowling goes to the box, number 4 for Rochester. 2-minute man-up opportunity for the smash.
Brad triggers the pass, gets it back. Way up top, it's Gate. Behind the back pass to Pratt. Back to Gate. They play catch. Pratt now gets it on the far side. Shot fired by Doddridge. No good. Another shot for Syracuse. Misses on the near side. But the long rebound belongs to the smash. Top of the key. Syracuse works it around. Pratt looks low, goes high, misses. Fight for the ball in front of the goalkeeper, Steve Dietrich, and it winds up in the possession of the Nighthawks. Here comes Rochester. McCready shovels to the pass. Saved by Marty O'Neill.
Steve, great hustle back by the Syracuse defense, particularly Paul Gate and Chris Pratt. They hustled back a potential 2-on-0 situation. They made it 2-on-2. Big save by Dietrich there to keep Syracuse off the board.
And the Nighthawks throw the ball away. Syracuse had a pretty good opportunity. There's still 1:08 left on the penalty to Dowling.
Yeah, Mike Benedict walked in all alone on Dietrich, and Dietrich made a huge save to keep his team only down 1 goal.
Charlie Lockwood out there with Pratt. Charlie on the near side, passes it out top to Pratt. Charlie gets it back. He's 20 feet away, fires one underneath. Misses.
Charlie, again, seems to really be taking his time with his shots, and that one almost found the net also.
Another shot on goal by Syracuse's Mike Benedict. Syracuse gets the rebound. Benedict fires again, and Dietrich there to make the stop, and good hustle by Benedict. He gets it back. Lockwood way outside. He dumped it off to Jenner. Charlie Lockwood fires one right at the mask of Dietrich.
Kevin Alexander has to be encouraged with the way the smash right there on that offensive opportunity. He had 4 or 5 shots on goal, which means they're getting the loose balls and they're getting the ball back, and that's the key to this game.
Woloski and Rodney Tapp battling in front of the net. Loose ball belongs to the Nighthawks. Rochester has the ball out near midfield.
Neil Doddridge now getting into the act on defense, playing some real hustle D. Little mix-up on the crease, I'd say.
Todd Katanchik rolling around on the turf with Rochester's Pat Kugovan.
Pat Kugovan's another old-fashioned tough guy from SU, Steve. He's a Penn Yan boy, which there aren't a whole lot of folks down in Penn Yan, but he's one of the bigger ones down there. And he was a freshman at Syracuse my senior year in 1990, and a real nice kid and a real tough defender. And he's got just enough nasty to make it in this league, I think.
They are rolling around, and they really battle. They play hard.
They do. You see some of the other professional athletes, the multi-million-dollar guys, not willing to dive on the floor for loose balls. That doesn't happen in this league.
We're going to have a timeout, it looks like, with 10:54 remaining in the third. Smash on top 9-8. You're listening to Smash Lacrosse on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Stocks, bonds, cash. Where do you invest now? You can diversify your investments to get the best possible returns, but how do you find the right mix for you? And how do you stay on top of changing conditions? Talk to Payne Weber. Payne Weber can help you choose investments that are right for you based on your current needs as well as your long-term financial goals. For more information and a free consultation, call Charlie Lockwood, Investment Executive at Payne Weber's Syracuse office at 473-7145. That number again, 473-7145. Payne Weber, invest with more intelligence. Member SIPC.
Listen to Dr. Laura, mornings at 9 a.m. on News Radio 570 WSYR.
And we talk about what a rough game this is and how physical it is. Time was out. And a pair of players getting sent to the penalty box. Kugovan going for Rochester, and joining Fred Jenner, joining Katanchik rather in the box is Freddie Jenner.
Well, we just had a little extracurricular activity, and when all the dust settles, really no harm done for either team. It's still a 5-on-5 game. The players that were involved in the incidents are being penalized 2 minutes a pop, and no big effect on the game.
Smash Smash takes over on a Rochester violation. Doddridge gives way to a new line. Pratt and Halliday out there with Paul Gate. Jamie Batley now trying to track down the ball on the far side. He does so. Pratt alone on the wing. He fires one off the shoulder of Dietrich.
Dietrich staying consistent. Goalies at both ends of the floor, as they have been all night, still continue to make big save after big save.
Holland back now on the near side to Dowling. Back up top. McCready has it for the Nighthawks. He gets past a Syracuse defender using a good pick from one of his teammates and pays for it as Doddridge fires him into the boards, and a score, but it's going to be whistled off as McCready was in the crease. I think he may have been pushed in, but that goal's not going to count.
Pat McCready might have a point there. Nice hustle play coming in from the left wing, and he might have got shoved up from behind by Eddie Fay, but I've seen bigger things than that overlooked by the referees in this league. So I think it's pretty much par for the course here.
9:43 remaining in the third. One goal in this period, and it belongs to Paul Gate. Halliday up top gets the ball on the near side to Charlie Lockwood. Lockwood fakes left, goes right. Charlie gets past one defender. High pass behind the crease. Shot misses by Pratt.
That was Greg Pepper there missing for the Smash, number 27. Again, he's Paul and Gary Gates' childhood friend, and Greg Pepper also with an identical twin brother, so I guess they were quite a show, the four of them up there in Victoria growing up. Two sets of identical twins right around the corner from each other, and a lot of good lacrosse between them.
Nighthawks working it around. Shot from the wing, far side. No good. They get the rebound, long rebound, fires high. And Syracuse can't come up with it. Rochester has it.
30-second violation.
And we get another whistle. Smash ready to take over.
Looks like a shot clock violation on the Nighthawks, and the Smash will get the ball.
Jenner and Katanchik out of the box, as well as Fisher and Kugovan.
Looked like jailbreak there as they let everyone out of the penalty box. For 2 minutes. For everyone's 2-minute penalty expired at the same time. You had 4 guys running across the field coming loose on parole there from the penalty box.
Smash up 9-8. Halliday. Shot by Benedict misses. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like Steve Dietrich, the goalkeeper, is hurt. He's on his back. And the Rochester trainer, Alan Friedman, on his way out to tend to Steve Chugger Dietrich.
Hopefully nothing serious for Dietrich. Obvious for health reasons, but secondly, the Nighthawks could.
Our coverage starts at 11 a.m. with the J.C. Petty Scouting Report. College basketball today at 11:30. Then a 12 o'clock tip as the Miami Hurricanes in town to face the Syracuse Orangemen. Of course, last time out, Syracuse dropped the decision to the Providence College Friars, 76-64. Miami coming off a couple of straight losses at West Virginia and at St. John's. The Canes have dropped 3 of their last 6 games, so we'll see what gives tomorrow at the Carrier Dome. Again, our coverage starts at 11 and tip-off comes at 12 noon. We're in the third period here at the War Memorial, and the goalkeeper, Steve Dietrich, had the wind knocked out of him, and he is back, though.
Rochester there used a timeout. I'm sure a lot of that timeout had to do with giving Dietrich an extra minute or 2 to catch his breath and gather his thoughts.
He must have got his bell rung because he came back out to the net without his stick. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he wants to play without his stick.
No, I think Steve would definitely want that piece of equipment in there with him. Well, we'll see if he's ready to go, because here come the Smash.
Well, we saw 9 goals in the first period, 7 in the second. Thus far, just 1 goal scored here in the third, and it's by Syracuse's Paul Gate. Gives the Smash a 9-8 advantage. 8.5 minutes to go as a wild shot by Neil Doddridge fires high.
Doddridge there maybe being a little bit impatient for the Smash and letting one go from probably 15 yards outside up top of out in front of the cage, and that's a tough place to hit from in this league because of the small size of the goal.
Kevin Dance has the ball knocked out of his stick by Doddridge. Charlie Lockwood can't scoop it up, misses the opportunity. The Nighthawks get it back. And Bomberry pass, shot O'Neill with a save low.
Big save by Marty O'Neill. Charlie Lockwood missed a big ground ball. He was on his way to a breakaway, but O'Neill bailed him out with a big save, and here comes Todd Adamo on the smash.
Adamo flips the ball to Jamie Badley. Tough pass intended for Fred Jenner, misfires. Ball belongs to Rochester, but Jenner's able to track it down in the corner. Here comes Freddie Jenner, making the move, a one-on-one, and he misfires.
Great move by Jenner, great save by Dietrich. Dietrich has cleared the cobwebs, and he's right back where he was.
Syracuse has the ball. Dale Halliday on the near side. Still waiting for him to get behind what would be the blue line, and Halliday centering pass behind the back, shot by Katanchik, just misses high. A nifty move.
Yeah, Katanchik there streaking in front of the cage, caught the ball left-handed, and he was starting to lose his angle. So right there, the practical thing to do is to go behind the back, give yourself a better angle, and he ripped it right off the crossbar.
Here come the Nighthawks with 7:25 to go in the third. They're down a goal, 9-8. Dowling tries to make the pass to Bob Fisher, but Fisher mishandles it, and then add insult to injury, he's piled on. 7:18 now in the third remaining.
Both teams seem to be working a lot harder for their goals. Again, very tough defense continues, and the goalies continue to be hot. So, scoring goals, they don't come very easy tonight.
Halliday working around the perimeter. Halliday picks up the ball in the corner, tries to get it to Eddie Fay, but it goes over his stick. But there to make a stop and keep the ball on the Syracuse side is Greg Pepper. Pepper bounces one from way outside. Not a great shot.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin Alexander was happy with that shot from Pepper. About 20 yards out front. There's still 7 or 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Here comes Dowling. Dowling trying to work it around. He gets it over to the far side. Good defense by Syracuse. Rodney Tapp.
Rodney Tapp doing a great job against the very rugged Tim Sudan out of UMass, and he was a Fairport High School kid from Rochester.
Very quiet third period thus far, just one goal. And the man who has the ball now is the one who scored it, Paul Gate.
Paulie's got 2 goals on the night. We were looking for big things out of him. He got shut down last week, and he said to himself, or excuse me, not to himself, but in the paper this week, he said, I can't remember the last time I had 2 bad games in a row, so he's looking to have a big night.
Pratt shot no good. Picked up by Rochester. McCready has it at midfield. Taking his time. Gets the ball to Randy Mears. Marty O'Neill comes way outside to dump it off to Rodney Tapp. Tapp on the near side. Endless way upfield. He's got Lockwood open on the far side. No, that's Paul Gate. Gate misses wide left.
Paulie Gate came streaking off the bench again with fresh-looking legs, and he really outran the entire Rochester defense. Got the pass right in the slot, just couldn't get it in there. Dietrich again making a big play for Rochester.
And the Rochester defense pursuing Gate from behind, sending him again to his knees. Jeremy Holland back into the penalty box.
You can see from up here, Steve, the blood trickling down from both of Paul Gate's knees right down to his feet. It's a real brutal game out there.
Brad gets the ball outside the Gate, top of the key. Syracuse working it around the perimeter. Up a goal, 9-8 with 5:27 to go in the third. Good save by Dietrich. The smash rather trying to lull Rochester into a false sense of security, lull them to sleep. Then a quick strike on the net. Here comes the Nighthawks. Another save by O'Neill. Marty O'Neill with an outstanding job as Syracuse's defense fell asleep.
I think most importantly there, the guy that he stopped, Kurt Malosky, he was a guy that had 6 points, 4 goals and 2 assists the last time these 2 teams met. O'Neill has had trouble with Malosky. Malosky's a great player, and Malosky's in a little bit of a drought himself, probably hasn't scored since the first quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things as Syracuse fires one behind the crease, Halliday gets it back on the near side. Syracuse shot on goal, no good by Paul Gate. One of the things, I think the message that Marty O'Neill sent last week when he leveled Malosky has kind of paid off and that guys are thinking twice before they get too close to O'Neal in the crease.
Without question. The people on offense who get the ball around the crease, they got a lot to think about with that small goal. Not a lot of room to shoot. And now Marty O'Neal's giving them a little extra something to think about.
And O'Neal makes another save.
Looks like Rodney Tapp's going to do 2 minutes for holding.
So the Smash was playing a man up. Now it's even again at 4 forwards apiece.
Fred Jenner draws the penalty. I thought it was Rodney Tapp, but Fred Jenner, number 72, will serve the 2-minute penalty.
.4:16 remaining in the third. Syracuse still ahead by 1, 9-8. This has been a very defensive-oriented quarter.
The teams will be playing four-a-side for the next 28 seconds.
Another save by O'Neal on a shot by Ryder.
O'Neal keeping the Smash alive.
Here's Rodney Tapp.
Again, as I was saying, it's going to be 4-on-4 for another 15 seconds, and then at that time, Rochester's penalty will be released, and the Smash will have a man-up opportunity for about 1:20.
Bay misses a shot from the far side. Pratt picks it up, keeps it on the Syracuse side of the field, but Dowling comes up with a loose ball. Here comes Randy Mears on the near side. He's being guarded by Fay. Fay drops off of him now as Mears drops the ball off to Jacobs and heads for the bench.
Rochester is now man up for the next minute and 10 seconds.
0705. Please come down to the Smash players entrance.
Rochester being patient, working it around past to Dowling, who, after all the patience, makes a quick shot. O'Neal with a pass to Paul Gate, but it's over his head.
Reggie Thorpe and Paul Gate mixing it up at the far end. Thorpe losing his helmet and looking to go after Paul. Paulie just ran back on defense. Didn't even bother with him.
Malosky sent it to the boards by Doddridge. Hard shot delivered by Syracuse's Neil Doddridge. Marty O'Neal there again. Makes a low save.
I think Doddridge is going to have to spend 2 minutes thinking about it over here in the penalty box. Syracuse now going to be 2 men down. 5-on-3 opportunity for Rochester. I'd imagine the Nighthawks would be very disappointed if they didn't come away with one here. Great test for Marty O'Neal and the Smash man down unit.
The 3 players who remain out on the field along with Marty O'Neal are over there having a little quick tete-a-tete.
It's not as big of a huddle as Coach Alexander would like to see, I don't think.
It's Katanchik out there, along with Tapp. Syracuse a little bit of a triangle zone defense, and the Smash comes up with the ball. Rodney Tapp. Syracuse playing 3-on-5 Batley on the near side. Here comes Syracuse down 2 men. Batley doing a Harlem Globetrotters-like job keeping away from the defense, and he throws it away.
Too bad Batley had finally kind of found himself a little room to rest, and he forced a bad pass.
Rochester with a 3-on-1, but O'Neal makes a save.
Big save by Marty O'Neal. He's having a whale of a game. But I don't think that was legal, what he just did.
Marty comes all the way out of the crease and gets Mearns in a headlock and runs him into the boards.
Well, I told you I had to learn the rules because somehow the Syracuse Smash come out of that exchange with possession of the ball. O'Neal literally came out, took his hands off his stick, and sort of strangled number 72, Corey Bonberry, for Rochester.
And now the Smash only 1 man down as the first penalty is over. Still 1:18 in the penalty to Syracuse's Neil Doddridge. And here comes the Smash.
Big ground ball right there by Del Halliday. Syracuse with a lot more hustle tonight than I've seen in the past. They're getting some key ground balls.
9-8, 1:45 remaining in the third. Charlie Lockwood back out there with Ed Fay.
Steve, I can't tell you what a uplifting thing this will be for the Smash to kill off 2 penalties. Even back in field lacrosse when I was at Syracuse, anytime we could fight off a 2-man down situation was a huge boost for our team, and Syracuse is 40 seconds away from doing that. Charlie had to take a shot there. Charlie Lockwood seemed to rip kind of a bad shot at the goal, but keep in mind the shot clock was ticking down. We had to take a shot at the goal.
35 seconds remaining on the penalty, 1:16 remaining in the quarter. Rochester working it around. They've got a 5-on-4 advantage. Pass in front of the crease, and they beat O'Neal high. Rochester goal with 1:08 remaining.
We've seen this play before tonight. Corey Bonberry kind of like the point guard in basketball, handling the rock up top. He found the ex-Orangeman, Matt Ryder, who was so crafty around the crease. Corey Bomberry slid one down to him on the left pipe. Matty Ryder buried it to tie this thing up with 1:08 left in the third.
Ryder's second goal of the night. It ties the score at 9-9 with 1:05 remaining in the third. Now both teams at full strength. The only two goals of this quarter scored by Syracuse's Paul Gate and Rochester's Matt Ryder.
In all Orangeman scoring column for the third quarter here, Steve.
Tied at 9. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Paul Gate being harassed. Pratt tries to get by the defense. He's being hit. Shot hit the post. And it was a hard shot by Doddridge.
There's a great example of why I'm in this booth and not out there catching these fastballs anymore. Neil Doddridge, he rocked the goal right off the ground out there, and the rebound must have gone 50 yards back, up in the stands. I mean, that thing was moving. That could cause some damage.
20 seconds to go in the third, tied at 9. Rochester looking to make something happen, but O'Neill is there as he handles the shot from Reggie Thorpe.
O'Neill made a great save as Pat McCready out of Ontario had a great opportunity on the doorstep, but O'Neill was up to the challenge.
Another opportunity for Rochester, and O'Neill smothers it, and that is the end of the third period. And again, we've got some action in front of the net. McCready trying to get at Marty O'Neill, and he's pushed away by a wall of smash players. And that is okay. Now that's going to do it for the third quarter. A very quiet third quarter for both teams. Paul Gate scored 14-13 remaining. Matt Ryder answered with 1:08 to go in the third, and we are tied after 3 periods at 9 apiece. You're listening to Smash Lacrosse on News Radio 570 WSYR.
As Jim Reith joins Sarah Howard and me Monday for Central New York's Morning News. We'll have a visit in studio from Laurel Sayes from Syracuse Stage. He'll tell us about Angels in America going on right now. At 8:20, ABC political analyst Steve Roberts joins us to talk Beltway politics, and we'll have the latest in the North Country recovery effort. Pat Pagano has the Weather Center forecast, Dina Carroll with traffic, and Steve Hyder recaps SU's game with Miami. All Monday on Central New York's Morning News, 5 till 9, News Radio 570 WSYR.
Lacrosse has come to town in a big way.
At Gay Brothers Lacrosse, Central New York's only lacrosse specialty store.
You'll find everything for lacrosse, including
Syracuse Smash merchandise.
Teams have found the net 9 times as both Steve Dietrich and Marty O'Neill have done a good job between the pipes. This has been a very physical game. A grudge match, and the NLL was hoping that rivalries would develop, but I don't think they could have expected such an intense hatred to have developed so soon.
No, it didn't take these two teams long to not get along, so to speak, and tonight is no exception. We have a great game, 9-9, 1 quarter to play. Who's going to throw the last one in?
Sudan versus Rodney Tapp as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter. In the circle. Tapper controls the face-off, and here comes Syracuse. Tap on the far side, gets it across to Todd Katanchik. Katanchik brings it towards the middle as Syracuse changes lines. Paul Gate in his fresh jersey makes his way to the near side.
Steve, as the clock ticks away, each possession for both teams is going to be more and more critical.
Centering pass. Pratt takes a shot, misses. Ball bounces out toward midfield. And
looks like over and back, yeah.
Badley tries to cut off Rochester's Bob Fisher, but as you said, it's an over and back penalty. Nighthawks take over with 14:34 to go.
As I was mentioning, as this quarter ticks away and the goalies are playing tough, ball possession is very, very important, and each team needs to be careful with the rock.
Nighthawks have the ball in front of Marty O'Neill, but the ball squirts free. Here comes Jamie Badley, the smash with a 2-on-1. Badley behind the back pass. Shot, and it trickles into the net. Is that a goal? Yes. And it's called a goal by one official. We have the other official overrule and wave it off, saying we have a grease violation.
Not a real popular call with the hometown crowd, but from the booth, it really did look like we had a little too much traffic in the crease to count that one.
Well, a collision, Paul Gate and Pat McCready, they crashed into Steve Dietrich, and all of a sudden the ball just like gently rolled free of the scrum and into the goal.
I think had the ball gone in the goal cleanly with the initial shot, they would have counted it, but the ball took so long to trickle in once it made contact with Dietrich that by the time the ball crosses the line, we had, Paul Gates in the crease.
It's like one of those putts in golf that you leave hanging on the lip and you try to put your shadow over it and do everything you can to see if it'll fall in.
Just didn't go in time for Paulie.
So we remain tied at 9 apiece with 13:59 left in this fourth period. The Smash and Nighthawks dead even through 3/4 of indoor lacrosse.
Smash come up with another face-off here. As I stressed so far in this period, possession is everything, and Syracuse so far doing a good job in the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter with ball control.
Benedict out there with Gate. Also with Greg Pepper. On the far side, Chris Pratt keeping the ball away from the Nighthawks D. Shot, score! Greg Pepper from way outside bounces one past Chugger Dietrich. Smash on top, 10-9.
That's what Paulie Gates been telling me about ever since the college days. You got to see these Pepper kids play. You got to see the Pepper twins. They can really play. Well, we have half of the Pepper twins down here in Greg Pepper, right there, about 20 yards out in front of the cage. A great left-handed overhand bounce shot to the top right corner of the cage, and it confused Dietrich. Great shot by Pepper.
Rodney Tapp, who's done a good job in the face-off circle. We've got a whistle, and it's going to belong to Syracuse. Neil Doddridge flips it over to Paul Gate. Gate on the middle of the field right now. Brings it over to the near side.
Smash really getting some good momentum here. Score a goal, get the ball back.
Gate handling his stick with one hand, shaking free of the defense. Misses left side. Smash comes up with a rebound. Benedict again way outside. Gate trying to set a pick. He takes the feed. Can't get to it, though. And now Dietrich is going to blast a long court pass.
Great look by Dietrich.
Oh, beating. Wow. Beating O'Neill on the near side. That was Ted Dowling.
Steve Dietrich really made a great play there for those of you at home. He picked up the loose ball in his own crease, threw it. I'm not quite sure how long the field is, but he threw it the length of the field to a streaking Teddy Dowling, who came in all alone on O'Neill. And O'Neill really had no chance, and Rochester ties it up with a great play by Steve Dietrich.
So after seeing just 2 goals in the entire third period, we've got 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of this fourth and decisive quarter. 10-10, 12-13 to go. Syracuse has the ball. Mike Benedict on the near side. Charlie Lockwood sets a pick for him. Benedict trying to shake free. He does. Now he's going to get rid of the ball. Charlie has it way outside. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 4. Centering pass by Pratt. Stopped by Dietrich. And the ball got hung up in Dietrich's pads. He held onto it long enough that the officials whistled play dead. When Dietrich kind of loosened up, the ball dropped out of his pads and into the net. Another one that is whistled off, and the fans don't like it.
That's 2 times Dietrich's equipment has helped him keep the ball out of the goal just long enough for the goal not to count.
Malosky misses on the near side. Ball gets free of Syracuse's sticks. A sweeping shot at the goal by the Nighthawks. No good. Another shot by Teat. This one a save by Marty O'Neill. A collision at midfield. Lockwood goes down, but he's back up on his feet. Here comes Syracuse. Eddie Fay on the near side. Fay on his way. The shot is stopped by Dietrich.
The intensity's really picking up. 11 minutes to go. A 10-10 score. Charlie Lockwood got tattooed at midfield by Pat McCready. Then Eddie Fay making a good aggressive play in by the Rochester goal. And I'm not sure who did it to him, but he also caught one on the chin. It's really getting rough out there.
Folks who came tonight are certainly getting their money's worth. We've got a beauty here, tied at 10 with 11-13 remaining.
Yeah, I think the faithful here can't ask for more. They've paid the bucks. They're coming out to the first game and really getting every penny worth.
Benedict has it in the corner. Now it goes to Pepper. Pepper, centering pass to Gate in front of the crease. Gate finds the goal. Paul Gate. Unbelievable he had about 1 inch of daylight, and he managed to put it past Steve Dietrich with 11:02 to go.
Syracuse capitalizing on the man-up opportunity. Pat McCready was in the box for the play that he made on Lockwood. Paul Gate had, like as Steve said, we had a great view of it from up here in the booth. Paulie Gate had about 3 inches to work with and stuffed it just inside the left side pipe. Give the Smash a 1-goal lead.
And a hat trick for Paul Gate. Donahue with the ball now for Syracuse. Tapp has the ball way outside. He gets it to Doddridge. Syracuse changes lines. 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Again, Steve, Smash, they score a goal. A little bit different than the past. They're coming up with the loose balls now. They controlled another face-off.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Syracuse has to get something off. Paul Gate, 1 second, and we're going to have a shot clock violation.
No, I think we're going to have a holding penalty on Rochester.
Well, if that's the case, that's a poor penalty on the Nighthawks because that shot clock was just about to expire.
This is going to frustrate Coach Paul Date. Similar to basketball, how basketball coaches get frustrated when you play tough defense, work the shot clock down, and somebody commits a dumb foul with 1 or 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Almost that exact situation happened in here in the lacrosse game. Rochester played great defense. Paulie, had one hand on his stick trying to make a tough shot. And not only we're going to keep the ball, but we have now a 2-minute man-up situation.
A 1-goal lead, a hard shot by Gates, stopped by Dietrich. The ball on the floor, and Paul Gates going to track it down. No, well, it's one of his teammates, the next best thing. Now Gate has the ball back in the center of the field. Paul going to work, yes! Paul Gate! 9:57, he puts the Smash up by 2. And I would say, Matty Ballum, that the slump is over.
Paulie said, I never have 2 bad games in a row. He didn't burst right out in the first quarter and do it, but he's been chipping away at the Nighthawks. Paulie's now got 4 on the game, giving the Smash the first 2 goals, or second time they've been up 2 in this game.
12-10. Under 10 minutes remaining, 9:53. So much noise in the War Memorial now that the 2 men at the center circle, Rodney Tapp and Corey Bomberry, didn't hear the whistle blow. All the other guys on the floor made their move toward the circle, and those guys stood still. And Bomberry controls the face-off for the Nighthawks. Bomberry with the pass upfield. Rochester down by 2.
Bomberry winning the face-off there for Rochester, and Rochester rushed into the offensive zone.
And a quick goal for the Nighthawks. And that looks like it was Cam Bomberry, his brother.
Steve, I was just about to say what a good job Syracuse did getting back in the hole, which they did. But as we know, things happen fast in this game. It was Pat McCready, in an all-even situation, but he's just zipped a good shot past Marty O'Neill.
So it's now 12-11. The Smash still on top. Whistle and the Nighthawks will take over.
The Nighthawks now have controlled the last 2 faceoffs. The momentum shifts back and forth. It's a real fast-paced game.
Smash leading by 1. 12-11. O'Neill stops a low shot. Marty gets it upfield now to Pat Donahue. Donahue on the near side. Crosses midfield. Rochester retreating to play some defense.
Donahue, with Mark Burnham not suiting up tonight, Donahue is the veteran player on the Syracuse team. Again, he was a senior at Syracuse when I was a freshman, which got to make him about 34 years old, so he's got a lot of good experience.
Paul Gate fires one off. It is stopped by Dietrich, but he can't get a beat on it. Now Syracuse gets the rebound. Pratt from the far side. Again, he fires at Dietrich. It bounces off his pads. Halliday trying to scoop it in the corner. He's helped by Jamie Batley. Batley comes up with it for the Smash. Here comes Jamie. Jamie, the pass now to Benedict. Off the post. Batley trying to track it down, and he does before it goes over the midfield line. And Syracuse will get another possession. Up by 1 with 8:22 to go.
Mike Benedict there with a real nice move and shot, but just got a bit unlucky and hit the pipe.
Benedict trying to work free on the near side. Shot and a save by Dietrich. Syracuse really playing hard, but Rochester comes up with the ground ball.
Neither goalie will go away, Steve. Both guys are real hot at both ends of the field. Dietrich with a great save right there on Mike Benedict, who had 2 good opportunities, but just couldn't find the net.
Here comes Molosky for the Nighthawks. Molosky up midfield, throws the pass away, but it's tracked down by Mearns. Shot saved by O'Neill.
A say it again while both goalies are putting on a show here. Marty O'Neill was challenged on the doorstep by Rochester's Kurt Malosky, and we know about Kurt, who came into the game, you know, he came off of a 6-point performance against Syracuse last week, came into the game with 10 goals and 4 assists. He's having another big night.
Smash with the ball near the net. Syracuse working it around. Charlie Lockwood trying to shake free. Pass intended for Syracuse, stolen away by the goalkeeper, Steve Dietrich. He was trying to get the ball to Benedict. Here comes Teat. He runs right into the Syracuse defense. So the Rochester Nighthawks trying to get something going. They throw the ball away for just a moment, but they regain possession. Hollenbeck has it. Nighthawks on the far side. O'Neill answers again. Charlie Lockwood with the ball for Syracuse. Fires one upfield. He's got Paul Gate. Gate misfires. Save by Steve Dietrich.
Charlie Lockwood making it probably about a 50 to 60-yard full-length pass on a frozen rope. A real line drive right to Paul Gate, who had a great opportunity, but Dietrich again. Huge save for Rochester.
6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Smash up by 1. Rochester with the ball in front of Marty O'Neill. Again, O'Neill tested. The shot is high. Nighthawks come up with the ball. They have it behind O'Neill. He is being vigilant, and they get a quick pass to the far side, and it's flipped into the net. We're tied at 12.
Teddy Dowling right there on the doorstep, opportunistic, caught a quick feed and stuffed it in the goal before O'Neill had a chance to even get to his side of the court.
So 2 goals in a row now for the Nighthawks, and we are tied at 12. Just a hair over 6 minutes remaining in this game. In the event of a tie, we go to sudden death.
Again, no team with any real advantage here. They seem to just shift the momentum back and forth. A goal here and a goal there, a big play at each end. And neither team can really get the ball rolling as far as stringing together 4 or 5 goals.
Smash works it around. Jamie Fadley. Yeah! Fadley got a great pass from the top of the key. Caught it and just kind of dropped it down over the head of Steve Dietrich.
Great look on that play from number 33, Del Halliday. Same type of play that Bomberry ran with Ryder at the other end. Halliday found a right-handed Jamie Fadley down on the bottom right side of the goal, which is a difficult place for a righter to shoot, but he kind of crossed his stick over to the left side of his body and found the left-hand side of the cage.
Katanchik tries to get in there and help tap on the face-off, but he is leveled. Here come the Nighthawks. O'Neill. The ball got past him, but it squirted to the side. Didn't go past him into the net. Here comes a smash. Katanchik with the steal. He hits the turf. He throws it away. Rochester with a golden opportunity, but Marty O'Neill makes a save. Dance gets the rebound. He shoots and stopped by O'Neill. Marty O'Neill is on fire.
Steve, again, O'Neill just doing everything to keep this Smash team alive. Number 10, Todd Katanchik kind of lost his balance leaving the zone last time and kind of threw a bad flip pass that was picked off and made O'Neill stop a breakaway. You can't ask that out of your goalie a lot, but O'Neill has been up to the challenge.
Benedict has it, just 4 seconds left on the shot clock for Syracuse. They're going to get something going, and they get the shot off. Rebound for Syracuse. I think Syracuse got that shot off. They're calling a 30-second violation. Yeah. Smash got the rebound. Benedict has the ball, and they made the call after the fact.
Yeah, again, the shot clock was winding down. Del Halliday did a great job getting a pretty good shot off from up top. And it looked like Dietrich made the save before the 30-second clock expired. But after the save, the horn went off. I don't know what went on there.
Sudan brings it upfield. He is all alone, and he takes a poor shot. Actually, he was untouched, and he missed near side. Now Rochester has it, try the centering pass. Ball knocked away. Malosky has it way outside. Malosky works it on the near side. Shot saved by O'Neill. Boy, has he been tough. Here comes Syracuse. Eddie Fay, pass intended for Gate, but it's stolen away.
Smash again doing a good job getting back. I can't remember one time tonight that they've been really beaten transition. Rochester forced to pull the ball out and wait for a settled situation here. Syracuse not giving up the unsettled, broken situation, which is very dangerous.
Ball squirts free, and it is going to belong to the Smash as it crosses midfield. With 3:35 to go, the Smash will have the ball and the 1-goal advantage.
All right, Smash fans.
Ball Gate ready to lead the attack. He is out there with Mike Benedict and Jamie Badley. Gate works his way in, tries to scoop one in there past Dietrich. And Shuggart comes up with the loose ball. Here comes Matt Ryder.
Yeah, Paulie's really, to me, looking more explosive with his moves towards the cage. That's the Paul Gate that I remember playing with and remember seeing play. His legs look fresh, and he's really turning it on here in the fourth quarter.
Jacobs on the near side, gets it down in front of the crease. Pass to Miloski. Back now to Teat. Teat has the ball. Ball in front of the net. It's picked up by Syracuse's Mike Benedict. Here comes a smash. 2:55 to go. The clock is now a factor in this game. Benedict gets smashed into the boards by Reggie Thorpe, and that seems to be his calling card. Loose ball picked up by Greg Pepper. Pepper bounces one back out to Jamie Badley near midfield. Just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot stopped by Dietrich, and a long rebound belongs to the Smash, so they have another 30 seconds. A 1-goal lead with 2:30 to go. Benedict taking his time. Gets the ball up top to Charlie Lockwood. Lockwood on the far side.
Boy, the crowd really getting pumped up here in the final 2 minutes of the game. Smash, 1-goal lead. The people have got everything to
score. Syracuse on a feed from Greg Pepper. Dell Halliday with 2:14 to go. An insurance goal for the Syracuse Smash. Halliday from Pepper.
Halliday's goal puts the Smash up 2 goals in 2 minutes. Can that be overcome? It certainly can be. But with 2 minutes left, the Smash could be on the verge of their first ever win here at home.
Tremendous fourth quarter for Greg Pepper. A goal and an assist. He fed Halliday perfectly and precisely that time. 14-12 Syracuse. 2:04 to go. Bomberry in the face-off circle against Rodney Tapp.
This is no time for Syracuse to take a breather. They need to hustle back on defense.
Syracuse helped by the fact that Rochester throws the ball away in the corner. Tapp goes after it. And we're going to whistle.
And courtesy of Brine, the official supplier of the Syracuse Smash.
Under 2 minutes remaining, 1:55.
Looks like we're going to have a face-off here just outside the blue line, so to speak, in the Syracuse Smash defensive zone. The teams are still all leaving. Neil Doddridge has a little problem with his helmet. The officials helping him out with it. He lost his helmet on that last play, which happens plenty in this league, and no call, no blood, no call.
The head stayed on his neck, so there was nothing to blow the whistle for.
No, play on, play on.
Let's set the scene for you. We've got 1:55 remaining in the fourth period. Syracuse has scored the last 2 goals in this game, Badley and Halliday. And with 1:55 remaining, the Smash looking for its first victory, leading 14-12. Tapp trying to control the face-off. It squirts between his legs and is picked up by Neil Doddridge. He'll restart things. He gets the ball to goalkeeper Marty O'Neill, who flips it back to Doddridge. Here comes Syracuse. Fresh legs out onto the floor for head coach Kevin Alexander. 1:40 remaining. Smash up by 2.
I would imagine, Steve, similar to a basketball situation, we're going to see the Smash work the shot clock down to the final few seconds, try to get a shot on goal and do their best to get a rebound to hold on to the ball. But the shot clock really prohibits teams from sitting on the ball.
Well, with the shot clock at 3, Syracuse fires one to get it back. Badley quickly fires another one, and it winds up stuck in the pads of Steve Dietrich. I think they should have probably eaten a little more clock there. Here comes Rochester.
Syracuse might have been confused if they got a reset. That shot did miss the goal, and I believe in this league the shot has to be on cage to get a reset.
They did reset the clock, though, and then Syracuse wasn't aware of it. We've got 1 minute to go. 14-12. Syracuse looking for its first win and a whistle.
I think we got timeout maybe for Syracuse. That's exactly what we got.
Timeout.
Yep, smash timeout. Kevin Alexander wants to talk about it. 55 seconds left. They're trying to hold on to a 2-goal lead. I'm sure Coach Alexander.
To any of the 7 convenient Syracuse area Supercuts locations, or call 1-800-SUPERCUTS for the location nearest you. Supercuts, every time.
Central New York's local news leader. News Radio 570 WSYR.
A 14-12 lead for the Syracuse Smash with 54 seconds remaining. Syracuse has the ball. Goalkeeper Marty O'Neill out near the blue line. Marty brings it all the way up past midfield.
This is my kind of lacrosse here, Steve. The goalie's out over the midline. I like it. I like it.
He gets it to Badley. Inside the gate. Ball gate behind the back. Shot. And a miss by Halliday. Good save by Dietrich. Pratt picks up the loose ball in the corner. 30 seconds to go. Syracuse has the ball. Now the ball on the deck. Rochester looking to pick it up. McCready's got the ball, and we've got a whistle with 22 seconds to go. It's going to be a timeout charged to the Rochester Nighthawks. They're down by 2.
The ball, he waited to draw some defense, and he dumped it to the open guy. Nice job by O'Neill.
Well, you got to believe Coach Alexander imploring his team to play some good defense, not to do anything dumb, not to get into any situations where they put the Nighthawks a man up.
No, I think they just want to play good, solid defense, no penalties. That's what they got to be thinking. Everybody on defense should be looking at their man's hips and just staying between him and the goal.
Syracuse looking for its first win, and Syracuse takes a timeout after they, well, could they tell what Rochester had in mind?
I know.
Alongside goalkeeper Marty O'Neill, Rodney Tapp is there. Ballgate on the Syracuse bench. Todd Katanjic, the other player for Syracuse. Rochester's pulled its goalie. We've got 17 seconds to go, and here come the Nighthawks. Bomberry way outside. Pass to the far side.
That ought to do it. That ought to do it.
Ball on the deck. We've got 8 seconds. 6 seconds. Molosky fires one wide. O'Neill makes another save, and the ball game is over. And we've got a fight in front of the Syracuse net as time has expired. The Smash wins the game 14-12, and temper's still flaring out there. Jamie Batley. Can't see who the Rochester player is as the officials have gotten into the middle of it. Both teams clearing the bench, but you would suspect it's just because the ball game's over. Syracuse earns the victory, 14-12. We're not going to throw it to a break until this whole mess clears up on the field, because we want to tell you what's going on out here. This is a tremendous rivalry. I love it. They've played 2 games, and they despise each other.
Only in box lacrosse could something develop that fast. Like a bad virus between Syracuse and Rochester. They just absolutely hate each other. Tons of physical play all night, and it comes to a head here at the final buzzer with a good fight in the crease.
14-12, the final score. Syracuse picks up its first victory of the season. Both teams still in front of their benches, each waiting for the other to go back into their respective locker rooms. And now Rochester retreating to its dressing room, and the Smash out there, and some good sportsmanship shown by goalkeeper Steve Dietrich as he goes out to midfield. He's the only Rochester player that has gone out there to congratulate the opponent.
See, Dietrich figures he's got enough equipment on. See, you notice he kept his helmet on. He's figuring not too much can go wrong with all this armor on, so he's going right through the players and shaking everybody's hands. A class move by
Now a couple of other guys, Jacobs and Bomberry, and a few of the other Rochester players, but I'd say 75% of the Nighthawks retreated to the locker room after being handed a 14-12 loss at the hands of the Syracuse Smash. Let's take a break. Syracuse wins at 14-12 on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Lacrosse has come to town in a big way.
At Gay Brothers Lacrosse, Central New York's only lacrosse specialty store.
You'll find everything for lacrosse, including Syracuse Smash merchandise,
plus a wide variety of sticks, helmets, gloves,
t-shirts, jerseys, and shorts in all sizes.
And Gay Brothers specializes in AccuPocket custom stringing.
So come to Gay Brothers, check